Hey, it's Coach Colin at Centerline Fitness and Martial Arts. I'm here today to break down our skill progression for skip to ripped. Starting at the beginning, we're going to start with a half skip. This is typically how most absolute beginners would start jumping rope. The rope is going under once for every 2 jumps. That's what I call a beginner skip or a half skip. Once you have a handle on that, say you can do 20 or 30 skips without tripping up, try to work up to the next skill. So the next skill would be simply a single skip. 1 revolution of the rope per 1 jump. And we're going to work on both feet together first. So we have the half skip or the beginner skip, and then we have the basic single skip. Once you have those, you're going to work on single leg, single skip rhythm, jumping on 1 leg. With the single leg, single skip, it can be fatiguing for 1 leg. So in order to keep going and keep your cardio up without overworking a single leg, I recommend you alternate legs. Maybe do 3, 4, or 5 skips on your left leg, and then 3, 4, or 5 skips on your right leg. Try to do that without stopping the rope. The next skill is shuffles. So this is where we go a 2 count on 1 leg, 2 count on the other leg. Once you get a handle on the shuffle, start to work on your running. Running is where you alternate legs, just like you're running, right, left, right, left. This can be pretty tricky for some people, but once you get a handle on the single leg skips and the shuffle, it shouldn't be that bad. Once you've got a handle on the running, then we're going to start to connect the dots with some trickier movements. So the next one I recommend that we work on is what I call starters. Starters are where you go from your rope work, moving the rope in a circle or in a figure 8 motion, like this, into skipping and then back out again. You can work on your starters with both feet like I just did. You can also work on your starters with the running motion. All right, so you've got your single leg skips, you've got your shuffle, you've got your running, you've got your starters. The next skill to work on is your crossovers. Again, we can start with double leg, both feet jumping together, and then we can also apply crossovers to more running style. And running style. All right, and the last skill for this video, and this is a skill that I'm still working on myself, is the double under. And this is a pretty popular move because it really challenges your fitness and your cardio. And so the principle is the rope is passing under my feet twice for 1 skip. So I do have to jump a little bit higher, and more importantly than that, I have to time it correctly. So I wait till the last possible second to jump, and I've got to get that rope speed up so the rope is moving faster. It's more about the rope speed and the timing, in my experience, than jumping higher. So here are some double unders. I am by no means what I would call a rope skipping expert. I've only been working seriously on my rope skipping for about 5 or 6 months, but I've gotten a lot better in that time, and I'll share with you a couple of pointers that have helped me out in my progression. So a couple of things about your positioning your arms. So try to keep your elbows in and keep your elbows back a bit. So I don't want my hands out here or out here. I want my hands closer to my body, and I also want them closer to my body in this way. So try to grab that position, and then keep your wrists relaxed and let them bounce with the rhythm of your jump, and just let them bounce and throw that rope. So that helps with the efficiency of moving the rope, which is actually very important. So if I'm here like this, a lot of beginners, their arms are working, they're holding their arms out, they're getting tired. Okay, just get them in, close to your body, elbows back. So another key advantage of having the elbows back is the rope is gonna land more directly under my feet instead of out in front of me. So that could be helpful in a sense of getting your timing and your rhythm down. So when you're working on your starters, here's my tip. Get that rope going in a figure eight and decide which hand you want to keep on top, whichever one feels more natural. For me, it's my right hand. So I keep my right hand on top with my figure eight, and then I'm going to do the starter after it's on the left side of my body, the opposite side. So right hand on top, left side of my body, that's my cue. My next time around, I'm going to skip. So I'm doing this figure eight, right hand on top, left side of my body, skip. Left side of my body, skip. And the other key thing to remember there for you is try to wait till the last second to skip, because you're going to anticipate it. If you're anything like me, you're going to anticipate it, you're going to jump too early, which means you're going to jump higher to try to compensate. Waste a lot of energy. It's also going to throw off your rhythm. So keep the rhythm, save your energy for the fun stuff. So wait till the last possible second to skip for your starter. And skip. 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 Something else that I'm doing when I'm working on my starters and my rope work is I'm bouncing, trying to get my body and my feet to be bouncing in rhythm with my rope. Try to get a sense of that timing of your jump with the movement of the rope. So if I'm off time with the rope, it's not going to feel like anything. But when you're skipping, when you're bouncing in timing with the rope, you can feel how the bounce of your body is adding to the movement of the rope. And then it starts to feel more like you're throwing the rope rather than you're moving the rope with your muscles. It's just like your body's kind of throwing it for you, and you can stay relaxed and save energy that way. So my last tip for you is with regard to double unders. Double unders are tricky. A lot of people struggle with double unders, including myself. I'm just starting to get the hang of them. So I'll share with you some tips that helped me. First tip, don't bring your feet back behind you. Some people will do that because it creates more space for you to get the rope under. Not a good technique, so try to avoid that, like this. Okay, I can't even do it. It just doesn't feel right. Secondly, try not to kick your feet out in front of you, like this. That's the one that I've struggled with a lot. It's very common and natural to do that, but we're just trying to jump up and down. So that's like a way to cheat and get a little more space between your feet and the ground. But it's really, once you practice it enough, it's not necessary, and it's using energy that we'd rather save. So that looks something like this. All right, so that's the skip to rip skill progression. So take it step by step, master each skill in order or in some order that works for you. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And I hope to see you in a skip to ripped class sometime soon.